Oh, you got fancy ideas, lady.
Hello and welcome to RSF Radio. I'm your host, Joe Monday, and I have a very special episode on what it's like to be an artist within the FGC, told in 3 parts. I had the pleasure of sitting down with ZombieRaptor, Manus Mao, and Zonknuckle to talk about their perspective on being an artist in this space. They all come from different walks of life, different parts of the country, different regions of the world, and one thing was true with all of them is that they love their craft, and I think that comes through in the interviews. So, without further notice, part 1, Tengu Zeku. Alright, I'm sitting down with ZombieRaptor to talk about artists within the FGC. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, just got my hair washed, looking clean as ever.
I just washed my hair today. I hardly ever do it.
Oh, wow, what coincidence.
Well, with long hair, I try not to. It's such a fucking hassle.
I have to agree. That's why I need to save money to get a haircut, to have shorter hair.
Nah, that's okay. I understand the struggle. My hair is often dirty because it's just such a I can't even get it. I don't even get it wet. I've learned the value of a shower cap. But anyway, we're not here to talk about hair and hair products. We're here to talk about art and art within the FGC. So I guess we'll start off with that line of questioning. From your perspective, what is the artist's position in the FGC? What's it like as an artist in the FGC?
Well, from what I'm seeing, there's a couple artists I follow. Usually they go to some kind of event convention, like an attorney. They usually sell their art as prints. And some of them, I think they do commission. Well, for me, I don't have experience selling my art. I get questioned. People tell me, when you're gonna sell this and that. I don't know, because I have no experience how to get a good quality print, and the acrylic charms. It just costs a lot of money and a lot of hassle. Plus, I don't have the high income to get that. But I wish. But it's I should start out small to see what happens in the future if people want more. But right now, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to think about it because I just. It's too much. It's too much for my brain. Because right now, I'm just focusing my perspective when I'm drawing characters that I like in fighting games. That's just for me, like a pleasure. I'm happy I'm drawing this character because I'm giving support and love. And to know that people out there that likes the character, say, "Oh, you drew my favorite character. That's so cool. I like this work you did. It's pretty cool." Like a lot of effort. That's my way of supporting it, because I have a lot of passion with a couple of favorite characters, even though some of my favorite characters are kind of niche.
Yeah, I've seen your posting to Twitter. You've done some good work with Zeku, I think. Your Zeku work is pretty darn good. You were saying?
There was Strider. I'm trying to remember what fight. There was Ling Xiaoyu. There was Hachi. I mean, there's a lot of characters I'm trying to think of, because there's the old art from way back. I don't want to look at it. There's a new art right now I'm focusing.
So I guess my question then is, what is that path for you then? So you've just started out by making art that you just want to do on your own. It's just a passion of yours. I guess a side question before we go into that one. Let's just get a history of you and art and the art that you do. Do you have a professional background in professional design, or is this just something that you're doing on the side?
I did thought of that when I was a little girl. When I was young, I dreamed I want to work in industry to do illustration, do concept design, character, why not? So as I grow older, I feel like it's very stressful and hard to get in.
Is it a competitive market, or because I don't know much about it, and I would like to be informed about this.
It's something competitive thing. You had to show your portfolio. So I find it really stressful. And I sit down talking to my friends in a group in real life when we hang out, play fighting games together. we just talk about how it was, how the industry is. It's not what you think it is. Like, as a child, you think, oh, it's going to be so easy going in. They show the portfolio and you're in. It's not like that. You just need a like college degree experience. And it's hard to get in art school and college because some of them are private, some of them are far away, some of them are not good from what I'm hearing from who experienced that in college. It's just really stressful about it.
Yeah, like job placement after graduation isn't necessarily guaranteed at art schools, or if ones that are more expensive to get in but hard to access if you don't have that kind of backing or financial backing.
Yeah, that's why because I always wanted to. Oh wow, that's not, I just wanted to like work on companies such as Naughty Dog, Capcom, Namco, and Bandai, or Western or Japanese company, whichever. But it's like when I hear people's stories, it's not what it is. It's just stressful and hardworking.
Is there any stories from that you feel comfortable sharing, or is that we just step aside? We can move past that question if you're not comfortable sharing the stories. Okay.
It's something I want to share. Stories like it's like how I feel. Like I don't know where my future is gonna go.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's why I kind of draw for myself, like something I enjoy, like as a hobby. But there's gonna be my family told me if you share on Instagram, there's gonna be people looking at you and reconsider you to hire you, and some working, and I'm just like, that's cool and all, but at the same time, it's something stressful for me. Like I have an anxiety, I have a depression going on. That's why I have doctors. I always go to doctors and therapists because there's so much thing that prevented me to move forward.
I can relate to that in a couple ways. I can understand that. But just because of how stressful that market can be, somewhat preventative for someone like yourself.
Yeah, something that enjoys hobbies and stuff.
So it's more just for fun for you, even though it is a very strong passion.
Yeah.
And I guess because of that, we can take it to the next question, which is, how do you think work or art is valued in the FGC? How do people who enjoy your art or people who might be asking for commissions, in your experience, what has that been like for you?
I will say there's this couple words: stressful, irritating, and annoying.
Okay, let's dig into the irritating and annoying, because this is a story I've heard time and time again from numerous artists, not even just in the FGC, but is there any particular stories you might want to tell where people, be they fans or just random people through Twitter or Discord who might be contacting you for art? Is there anything? Let me dig into that question a little bit.
It's mostly I never had this problem where because I think when my teenage year I got scarred by the FGC. I take a break for a couple of years. It's a long story. It got me mentally scarred, and then I come back to like fighting games again because there's some like the game's improving for like years. It's like, oh wow, I like this character. I just want to go back. Well, it got me irritated, frustrated, because when I draw something, I open commission, there's going to be people like asking me, so, can you draw this character for me? Can you draw this for me? Can you draw that for me? When I tell them a million times, it's like, why don't you pay me? I'll give a hoot of your character. I'll put so much passion to it, but they keep running away and they tell them money. And this is some story of a person saying, I'm not going to pay something like about $50 for a full color art, and I got really mad and annoyed. And that's pissed me off as an artist, because you don't say that, because people work really hard. People don't respect artists that way, especially in any fandom, any community. they don't respect artists because when they see money, it's like, I'd rather have free art than paying over a drawing, but you don't understand how much hours it takes to finish a piece and how much painful it is for artists, because there's some artists, they have back problem, they have wrist problem, and they don't have no sleep. I have no sleep and my wrist hurts a lot, and they don't know that because what I'm going through is just puts me in a panic. And they don't know that because I don't say anything on social media because it's not their business, because I'm afraid that I'm asking for attention, which I'm not.
Right.
It's just something I don't want to talk about, you know?
Huh. No, that's not an angle that I had actually ever considered, but you're totally right. The amount of hours that you put into something, there's a physical toll on that. Like your eyesight, your concentration, just everything gets a little stressed out, especially if you're under the clock for anything or want to finish something under like some time constraints. Huh.
Yeah, that happens in art animation. Like I hear stories about animators in Japan, they die for overwork. That's what I don't want to go through that. I don't want to get carpal tunnel because I need my hand. Right. I need to just like get all like enjoy this moment, you know?
Yeah, because you want to do the thing that you like see pleasure, like that brings you pleasure. It's something enjoyable, something you get enjoyment out of. You don't want that to like be ruined just by the amount that you do it or the amount of stress that you put yourself under for doing it. So I guess then let me prod that question. Let's say someone does commission a piece full color. How long, like how many hours do you put into something that you're passionate about?
Well, first it will take me like a few days to get an idea, and then I'll start a sketch. A sketch is like take me like 5 minutes or 3 or 5 minutes, and I redraw it again to get the characters, their expression that I wanted. So it takes like again, like 5 minutes is really quick. I mean, 5 seconds, my bad. It's really quick. And then I had to ink it. I saved the inking for next day because I feel tired, because I had to focus trying to get every character's expression and the body gesture right. What they pay me, because they want me to do something they want. So I had to do what they said. And after that, I kind of sidetracked, but I get bored. Like this sometimes I work some art that I want to share, but it's like it takes forever that I end up drawing something simple, not something too complex. That's what I get.
Just the act of finishing a piece can be stressful.
Yeah, and for coloring, it takes like, I will say like coloring a character will take like 10 hours because I just want to get the shading look good. I just want to get the detail, the shading, painting, like the muscle look realistic somewhat, and trying to get the characters as pretty as possible with layers and layers. That's why I take forever. That's why I don't post anything. I'm not dead. It's just like I'm trying to finish something, a piece, and I have a life aside that I need to focus. Right. I'm trying to go back to school next year, so I'm trying to apply that.
Right, because I mean, this isn't your job.
No.
So you're working a regular job, and then in your free time, dedicating just 10 hours only to coloring, which I hadn't considered that. I didn't know what the number is before talking to you, but 10 hours that's a long amount of time. And if it's something that you're getting paid for, if your commissions are, let me ask you this then, how much are your typical commissions, or if you're taking commissions right now?
Right now my commission is closed. I have 3 left I need to work on. I already finished the other 3. Well, supposedly I'm supposed to take 3, but I have more people coming in wants to throw money. Mm-hmm. Is it a bad habit of me because I do want more money? And then some people give me good ideas like that's look fun, that I want to draw that character for fun, so I could like put more work. But at the same time, after that, your energy is kind of drained. It's like you're feeling down. You just want to do something else for a bit to get that away, then come back to it. It's like taking a break. And I get people telling me, "Oh, did you start yet? I'm just curious. Oh, did you finish it? Etc. etc." I tell them you have to wait because they don't know how I feel in real life because I don't say it. It's a bad habit of me. I don't say it because they don't know me as a person. I don't know them either. But my friends, they know what I'm going through because they understand. They tell me to take time, don't stress out because they want me to be okay. You know?
Right. Yeah, no, I hadn't thought about that. That you can really only take on so many commissions because you don't want to have that backlog and think. Because the way that I can relate to that is having a backlog of things that I specifically want to do. Like there's write-ups I want to do and like character supplements I need to write. And just like having that looming over my head is there's a weight to that. There's actual like physical distress to that. That a lot of people don't take into account. So like doing anything else, it's always like in the back of your mind of, well, I do need to work on that thing, but also like I'm not feeling it today and I need...
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, and it's been like, or there could be a number of other issues that are like, well, I can't actually start this today, but at the same time, it like almost takes away from the enjoyment of anything else. So I can understand that. That's rough. And thinking that those three people are like waiting on the clock, like, well, where the fuck is it? It's like, well, there's still like 5 more hours of coloring that I need to do because I want it to look you want it to look good apparently, or obviously, and that's, man, even like 5 hours. If your commission is like $100, let's say, I don't know if that's a good or bad estimate of what a typical commission is, but even if it was,
it's not that bad.
Okay, so let's say your commission's $100 and it's 10 hours of coloring. I mean, that's only $10 an hour for like basic work. And like if you like do that math, I mean, that's not, and that's like kind of, I guess that's somewhat reasonable, but that's only coloring. That doesn't take into account anything else. So there's a lot more time and material put into it on your end that I'm sure is, man, that just makes it crazy.
The thing is, people want a background, like actual background. That's what times. And the reason why I charge it because there's gonna be lighting on the characters, and they're gonna have 2 characters doing like fighting, talking. So there's gonna be a lot of highlights, a lot of lighting, a lot of glow to the character, and details on the fabrics of the clothing.
No, I mean, just looking at your work, it is fairly highly detailed. Your backgrounds are quite good as well, now that I'm looking at them. This is just me giving you a little bit of props right now because these are pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, background is not my favorite thing. I just like to put simple coloring background with garnet, but this one, like actual background, it's just I need to practice. That's why I'm using perspective on my art program. It just stressed me out. Yeah, it's not that bad. Well, drawing backgrounds in comics is easier than actually drawing like a official art, in my opinion.
And why is that, would you say?
Because it's like a thumbnail that you could draw it in simple. When it's like a full official art, it's like, where am I going to put this character? Where's this perspective? Far away, close, etc.
Right. There's a lot more to consider than just this is the character, this is the position.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's what I was seeing some artists when how they draw characters really good. How I see them put so much detail, but their background they just make it so blurry. I just noticed that because it's not that important. It's a little bit blur in the background. You don't have to pay attention to that. Yeah, there's some artists do it. Some artists did a cartoony background, which is kind of simple, which I love that a lot. That's why I'm trying to make it everything not too complicated. Yeah, that's why I don't like going detail back. I just want to make it simple so that people can catch characters, not just why the background is so detailed than the characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then let me actually pry in this question a little bit more, though. Do you have any stories of I guess without naming names, but any stories of people who have asked for commissions or people asking for you to do art for free or something that is along those lines of someone explicitly undervaluing your work?
I'm not gonna say name like you said. I exploded on Twitter. I think that's like a couple months ago.
Okay.
I think it's I got messages from someone and they told me like how much, what is your commission price, etc. My old commission was it's not like 70 to 100, it's like 50 only, because I want to do something quick, like a basic art, no background. And the person laughed it off and told me I'm not gonna pay $50 for like all coloring the character, and that made me go red, like my blood is boiling. It's like I'm a dragon right now, like breathing fire. Like I want to eat this person's head up like Liu Kang, Mortal Kombat style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I picture in my head. Like I'm him, Transformer Dragon, eating this person's head. Anyways, so he laughed it off. I got mad. I blocked him, and I started ranting, saying if people say they don't pay money to artists that work hard to draw, they need to fuck off, because it's disrespectful. I keep going on and on and on, and I said in the last tweet when I stopped, it's like, what are you trying to impress me? Like you're the best player in the whole wide world because you play these characters? I don't give a fuck. Just don't say I'm not gonna pay for it. That shit's gonna piss me off. That's gonna push my buttons right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to throw their weight around as who they are, like, or like I could give you some exposure if you draw this or retweets or something like that. That social media value to that is fucking bananas.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm one of those people. I don't do people because people say, "Do you know who this person is?" You don't talk to them like that. You know. Okay, there's some people I respect, I look up to, that never ever disrespect to someone. That's the one I like. But the one of people like FGC players that some of them wants to be an asshole to someone, I'm not gonna respect them. I don't give a fuck. You know?
Yeah. Huh. Well, I feel like that's a story that has been told by not even just you. I feel like a lot of artists have gone through that similar situation with someone who has asked for a commission and not been willing to pay, or at least laughing at the price of things.
Yeah, I'm not the only one. I see that. I see I read so many stories on Twitter. It's like I forgot what blog my friend sent me, but there's a lot of story that artists been through, and sometimes they tell you, "Oh, block this person because they kind of like scam you and stuff." Huh? Yeah. It's just the one artist out there.
How does the community view artists, though, in your opinion?
Oh man, you don't even know.
Okay. Please tell. You have the floor.
Oh man, I want to say that when I went to each community, like there's some video games and anime, like I ignored the fandom. I just focus on my friends. My friends are like the only fandom I love to talk to. But there's like random people like come in and follows you, and I get rumors. There are rumors that on Discord, my friend, they tell me, "Oh, this person is talking shit about you." On other forums, it's like, and I told them, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I just draw what I like to draw. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything at all. It's just I had to live with it.
Is this people being critical of your art?
No. I mean, I'm okay with people like give me critiques to improve. I'm talking about people just shit on it. You know?
Yeah, that are just dumping on it and just not appreciating the work, or like instead of just like having like nothing positive at all to say, just completely dunking on it is what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I never had that problem. It's usually the fighting games community for some reason. It's like I didn't do anything. It's like if you're gonna hate me, then that's not my problem. Like, I don't give a fuck about it, but it's like people. I get my friends tell me don't stress out. So I said, no, I'm not gonna stress over it. I'm just gonna keep on drawing, do what I enjoy. It's not gonna stop me. But when people waste their energies, I just hope they hit their head in the wall once I keep posting more art. You know?
Yeah.
They have a secretly grudge against me that I didn't do anything at all. Like, I'm the type of person who don't do malicious shit. I'm just doing my own thing, minding my own business, talk to my lovely friends, talk to nice people, play games with my friends to have fun, you know, and focusing my life, like family, my pet, and my friends in real life that I had to hang out sometimes. I miss them, you know.
So you're getting like personal attacks against you behind your back, or sometimes in front of you, bold face, like on Twitter or otherwise, just because you make art, just because you are a creator.
Yeah, the thing is, all these characters are not mine. I have my own characters. I'm slowly. There's another side project. I'm doing my own, like a webcomic of my original character. It's kind of like Darkstalkers mixed with Bloody Roar, but has more to it. It has characters transforming into demons and monsters. There's like so many things I want to share. Like, my friends love the idea because they say the universe is kind of fun. It's like my personal thing because I don't think it's not gonna work. I mean, it's not gonna work in the industry because I was inspired from, let's say, the fighting games producers and director. Like, for example, Harada. I kind of love the reason I love Tekken than other fighting games because they usually put characters that are fun, and like let's say they put a bear, a kangaroo, a weird demon, a huge boss. It's like, oh my god, that's my dream as a kid. I would like to add something that people will recognize it. Like, say, oh my god, this character is a menace. You know, I aspire from fighting games so much. It's like I want to make my own project to have characters that are diversity. Like, some are weird, some are strong, some are cool, some like sexy, some are handsome. You know.
Yeah, I guess that is a point that I hadn't really considered from their aesthetic, that they do incorporate, or not afraid to incorporate, just that extra bit of fun.
Yeah, that's why I love Tekken, Soul Calibur, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue. It has such a weird character design. Like people say, what the hell is this? It's like, I kind of like it because that's just make it more interesting. They're trying to spice it up. Street Fighter, they have that, but I think it's based off like people around the world, like tournaments and stuff. But I kind of wish they push it a little more. That's why people don't like Dirtbag, because they have weird characters. So I kind of like what they're going for, but it's kind of risky. It's critics, you know.
Yeah, I guess that is a good point. That the art aesthetics of Street Fighter, or at least Street Fighter V in particular, while the characters are very much like distinct from the other characters, like they are very much their own person, there's not a lot of big risks with, I guess, design. Like, you can even look at G, who's like, well, this is the new, he has a top hat, and he's got that weird gold stuff, but he's not like all that buck wild. He's not like Blanca. You want more Blanca in your games. You want that more on the fringe of things that is like, what the fuck's going on with that? Like, why is this character like you're not like Guilty Gear? We're like, why does this character use a yo-yo as a weapon? Or
that's cool.
Potemkin is just this giant wall, and his moveset is reflective of that. No, I can understand that, and how there can be character diversity just in like just getting weird with it. And then Tekken, of course, you have all of the different costumes and stuff that you can apply to your character. It just makes things buck wild sometimes. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do with my original character. I have ninjas, I have knights, I have vampire hunter, I have a little kid, a girl who thinks she's a wolf. She's like a Tarzan. It's similar to Samurai Showdown, the green hair girl with the boomerang. Yeah, and there's other weird characters. There's like half human, half beast. There's a vampire. There's like I'm trying to create something that's based on fighting that I love. I'm trying to make who's the Shoto, who's the technical, who's the trickster. Like in my comics, it's just I want to do that, but it takes forever because I have other drawings that's in the way. So it's like I need more time, and the commissions in the way. It's just there's so many things happening. When you're adult, it's not easy. It's not like you're young again. You can do what you want. It's just so many responsibilities to do.
Yeah, because you're a fucking adult who like has responsibilities. I can totally relate to that one. You've got a job. Is there anywhere where people can find that stuff? Has it been made public yet?
Oh, not yet.
Okay, still sitting on that one.
It's super slow. The reason why it's slow because I had to like re-edit the story. I see it in my documents. I put a website Toy House to keep my original character there in case something bad happened. And I'm redesigning the protagonist. There's two ninja characters. One is a dragon, one is a fox. The protagonist is the male. The second protagonist is the female. The third one is a werewolf knight with electricity, like Xenogorp from Monster Hunter. There are three protagonists, and there's another protagonist that's a vampire hunter. And with the Tarzan girl, it's like I'm trying to make it diversity, like separate, like the good guys are the blue one, the bad guys are the red one. That kind of story I'm going for. And my friend likes the idea. It's like, yeah, but I'm trying to take it slow. I'll rush it.
Well, let me then kind of change gears or change tracks, or at least.
I'm very sorry.
No, that's okay. No, this is somewhat parallel. But is it your goal at all to be supported financially by your art? Like, if you were, if possible at all, would you drop your professional life and go all in with art? Or is that even do you see that as a potential career path for you?
I would say yes and no.
Okay, elaborate.
Yes, I can see my art is going somewhere, and no, it's really hard. Like I have someone on Discord, friends told me like after art college and stuff, like after that, it's really hard to get hired in the art industry, like animation and do concept. It's really hard to get in. So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I just work a regular job, enjoy my hobbies, and sell my art in some convention in the future. I have a sister. She's very supportive. Like my friend is very supportive, and so my niece, they're trying to in the future to make a website where there's a couple artists that have their own website. They could sell their prints to get money. Yeah. So yeah, I'm planning to do that, but right now I just want to take everything slow to see what happens, like step by step.
You're not quite there yet, but that's something that you could see in your future, to make and sell prints of your art, which I actually think would be a good idea. I don't know what those steps are. Have you looked into those steps at all?
Is that I need to talk to someone that has experience.
Right.
Owning, like I heard artists saying owning the table is really expensive than getting copies for prints and stuff. And another thing is that I have to draw any fighting games character that people want. Like I have to draw characters that's popular to get more money. But the thing is, I'm like a few people that appreciate underrated stuff or underrated gems. That's why people don't find me, because I'm very hidden, because I don't draw anything that's mainstream. Sorry, being a hipster. I'm not a hipster in real life. Let's not worry about it.
You're the hipster artist. You can't draw the popular characters because... Okay, you got me there. No, I'm just teasing you. But I understand that, though, is that what you're saying is to stay relevant within the, I guess, even the people who are searching out art, you have to draw and be making the characters that are getting the most hits or most searches or people are seeking after to stay relevant. And if you're trying to be financially supported by that, it becomes that wheel of drawing characters you might not personally like, but for financial gain, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I do have some very popular characters. They're really cool. It's like I'd rather draw both popular and underrated because you never know. There's gonna be a lot of different type of people who wants to find a character. They'd be like, "Oh my god, I found one! Oh my god!" I just love that. These people want to search something they want.
Do you think that people who are looking for art on certain characters is affected by like tournament performances at all? Do you think that those things are correlated?
I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think that affects artists. I just think, well,
this question just popped into my. I'm not even certain if there is a solid answer to that. I don't have any data to support this either way. I'm just wondering if you've seen any relation.
It's okay. I will say this, that it won't affect, but there's gonna be some type of people who will constantly send you message, want you to give them free art because they want that character drawn in that style. I get really irritated. Like, you should pay me money instead. But sometimes they run away, and usually I tell people, like, okay, I'm gonna say this now. If you people keep asking me for free art, why don't you stop saying that, pay me money, or just go follow someone? And my friend said, oh, you know why people don't unfollow you? Because they want that style to be drawn by like Street Fighter, taking any characters to be drawn at. It's like, that's too bad, because that's not my favorite character. I'm just drawing the characters I like Alicia or Hishiko, Jetta, Bridget, all that type of characters I play and like.
Right.
Some I don't play, but I still appreciate them. Like, I appreciate them because I like them.
Well, let me ask you this then: how often do people ask for free art? Is there like do you have a metric on that?
Not well.
Is it like every week? Is it every month?
I think it happens like week and sometimes months, because I don't answer messages. They probably know I'm them.
Just by the amount of the people that you have ignored, it is somewhat stopped or slowed down.
They get the point. Yeah, but sometimes they tag me on notification. I'll still ignore it. But sometimes I have to go tell them to stop. Like, listen, if you want this to be drawn, you have to pay me. That's it. If you're not my like real friend, like I could just draw the character right away because we're both close friends. We don't use each other for art. We just know each other for 5 years. So something like that.
Have you ever been offered exposure as payment?
Now you give me that question. I never thought of that. I just go with the flow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just a random question. But all right then. Then let me ask you this, because recently there was a post to the subreddit of someone asking about, the Capcom should hold a costume design contest, and the winner should have their costume integrated into the game. Do you have any opinion on that at all? Just on its face, just as a costume design contest, do you think it's a good idea? Bad idea?
I would say that's a good idea. That's a lot of fun, to be honest. I mean, I'm not expect me or my friends, like, oh, I'm not expecting myself to win, but I'm going to enjoy designing. Why not to give it a shot? I just think that's a fun idea, to be honest.
It could just be like a fun community thing of artists like putting out work like that.
Yeah, it's like if someone wins, that's good for them. Because I'm not here just to win or lose, whatever. I just want to design and show it. Then if something happens, if I win, like, oh shit, I didn't expect that, Because
you are just doing it for fun. As you said before, this is really just a passion project for you. Getting paid on the other end, or like winning something like a costume contest, would be just a little extra bit on top of it just being fun.
Yeah, I don't do it like, oh yeah, I want mine to be on the game, all the stuff. I'm gonna buy my own costume, that stuff. I don't care about it that much. I want to design it, the characters. I think they look nice wearing it, in my opinion. And what happens? Like it, that's cool. If they don't, that's okay.
Do you think, let me pose this question to you. Say this does happen. Say Capcom does hold a costume contest, and you submit something that they don't select as the winner. But in the, I guess in the rules of the contest, it says that Capcom can use any art that is submitted or based off of any art. Just happens to be in the rules to cover their ass for a number of reasons. And then later down the line, let's say, like a year later, they make a costume for one of your characters that you submitted that is not exactly the same, but similar to a costume that you designed, and you get nothing for it. What would your opinion on that be?
I will say, I mean, I won't get nothing in return, but I will be happy that's actually in the game, because 20 years later, I'm going to come back to it and say, oh yeah, that's in the game. I remember that. Just remember.
That's a positive outlook. I feel like other people would say that they would go after Capcom and feel kind of slighted for it, but I don't
know. I'm kind of, okay, I don't get angry that, well, this is what happened. I went to my therapist. I have anger issues.
I'm not trying to lead that question at all. I'm just, it's a very positive outlook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I interrupted.
I mean, yeah, I understand people get mad about it, but if it's something like really, really serious, like hurting the artist, I would think that twice. Like, okay, I'll probably be angry. Well, yeah, I'm a very weird person. It's just, I'm like chill down to earth, you know?
No, that is a surprisingly positive outlook that I think that's cool. I'm glad that would be your position. So I guess then the question would be, and this is just hypothetical, but let's say they do have this contest, this costume contest. What would you design? Do you have any ideas in particular?
Oh, I would design my mains like Jean or Zeku. There's some folklore monsters design. I'm a huge fan of monsters and demons. Like, I would design something really cool. I would design something pretty.
You would do like a monster set for these characters. What would G be like as a monster? Frankenstein? You'd be like a Frankenstein monster? That's what I see in my head.
Oh no, I was thinking something else. Like, I forgot the name. It's part of the folklore. Like, I see him as my friend told me I see him as a hunter because that Abraham Lincoln movie.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter.
Yeah, that reminds me. I started laughing. So, okay, let's add to that. But Zeku, on the other hand, I will design him based on the Japanese folklore games. That some ninjas have that, some ninjas don't. Which I'm trying to not design him as a fox because that's so common.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit on the nose.
Yeah, I don't want that. I just want something else that sounds cool. And I checked this like so many masks. Like, I was thinking he will have a Tengu for some reason. But this some ninjas are kind of like monks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's fine. What is that? Explain that to me as the idiot. What is that? What does he mean by that?
I mean, like designing monsters from Japan folklore, because there's like a common thing for ninjas to wear a kitsune, like a fox. That's so common. I just want to avoid that. I want to design something that nobody knew, like our place. Because I want people, oh, if you don't know that monster, you should check it out. Like, go check it out because people don't know what that is.
What is a Tengu then?
A Tengu is like, there's two different types of Tengu. One is like a half bird, half man. One is like a fully bird. And it holds a staff. And sometimes they look like kind of a monk. They have this hat because I see some monks have that hat. It has the ring staff thing. Yeah, there's two different types. One with the mask with the long red nose. I think that fits him better, in my opinion. Did you wear that?
Yeah, I'm googling it right now. It looks like a Mr. Karate face. Is that what he's wearing? That mask? Okay, all right, cool.
That's what they saw from.
Oh, all right, yeah, that explains a lot then for my ignorant ass. Oh, this is interesting.
I'm sorry, I'm a nerd when it comes to history. I just look up stuff I'm interested in, and sometimes when I get happy that's in the games, oh my god, that's cool. You know?
Yeah, this is very interesting. That would be cool to have. Would you have it like the old Zeku be like a normal human and then young Zeku be Tengu? You have that transformation?
Yeah, like a monster because I'm a huge fan of monster. I would think
Right.
that'd be so cool. Yeah.
Any other particular like monster designs that you would you'd be into for characters?
There's a grudge one that's almost everywhere, especially Killer Instinct, Hisaku. My friend is a huge fan of that character.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. I think there's more. There's only that's sick. And there's a gods, the deity gods, the Rajin and Fujin. That's another one. Yeah, there's a lot. Like I'm trying. Oh, there's a cat monster with long tail with the spirit fire all over them. That's another one.
Who would you give that costume to?
The cat one?
Yeah.
Cammy. I'm sorry, but not.
Yeah, that's fair. She's got too many cat costumes already. She's got too much, in my opinion. Yeah,
I would say give to Cammy. I mean, she's a cat. She's a cat person, not fully furry cat. Like not.
Yeah, not full on furry cat. I can appreciate that. All right then. Is there anything else that you would like to share as an artist from the FGC?
I would say just draw what you love. Don't let anybody tell you like, oh, they hate this thing because petty reason. Don't let them get that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just draw for fun. Have passion with your favorite character in fighting games, and do commission. Like sell your money. So be out there. Like I would love support my friends too, and my friends support me back. I would do the same thing. Like I want to see them how they doing stuff. Like I want to be happy, and I want them to be happy when I'm doing my own thing. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
that's good advice. Side question, sub question. How do you feel about drawing Zangief?
Oh my god, dude! I want to tell you right now. I know ninjas is my favorite thing to draw. I mean, I'm into muscle characters.
Yeah, that's the right answer. That's the correct answer. You got a positive on my big beefy boy Zangief. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, yeah. I love beefy characters. I like the one that has facial hair.
My big beefy boy. Handsome. Yeah. He's got great facial hair.
I love Zangief as a kid.
He's a man of distinction.
I don't play him because I'm not very good at playing pure grappler. I like playing grappler with mix-up. I'm a huge fan of mix-up character. That's why I like enjoying G, Laura, and Zeku because there's something you could be creative. I mean, Mika has that too. Like, a couple of characters have that. I just want to be creative. That's why I like these anime fighters because you could get creative with a character that has mix-up. That's why I ignore the basic character when I play because my friend told me, "Oh, you're new to this thing. You should play this character." I don't want to pick that character. Let me pick a character
with the most bullshit.
Yeah, and aesthetic wise, like my favorite stuff, and personality too. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that leads into the final portion. Thank you for your time, by the way, for
pleasure.
Like letting us know about how it is to be an artist in the FGC. But anytime I have a guest on, I always ask them these two questions. And because it's your first time on the show, I have to ask you this line of questioning. So the first question is a two-part question. First question is, what is your favorite normal attack in any fighting game?
Oh man, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. It could be anything. Like, for example, when I answer this question, I typically say Zangief from Street Fighter 4, his far-standing heavy punch for how brutal it looks. And on
the
counter, just the stand hard punch, just because it comes across like a haymaker right across to the face, and if he gets a counter hit, you get the knockdown, which then you can combo into green hand, and it's beautiful. It is a thing.
I watched that in tourneys a long time ago. Like he's really good, but
pure violence. But that's my. So what then would your answer be? What is your favorite normal attack?
That's a problem because I have a lot of favorite characters in fighting games I play. I don't play just one. I just play multiple. But you
could list a few. I'm not going to beholden you to one.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I had to remember the movie because there's some characters I play a lot. I just don't remember. I just go with the flow, but sometimes I practice. I will say Eliza from Tekken 7, how she does the... I forgot the moves. I'm sorry if I butchered it. She does the combo, like when you do the screw, when you pick the character to have the screw position, and then you trying to end it with the ender combo, but then you have a super, the half circle. I'm sorry, butchering, half quarter circle to do the super, the bloody thing with full meter.
So you just like the option that stance can give you.
Yeah, I see a couple of pro players that play a lot. So when I see they do it, it's like, oh my god, I want to practice. And like 5 and primo is like so cool. But when I fight my friends and an opponent, it's you gotta like bait them to do that.
Kind of a different story when you try to apply it in real life.
And I want to say Tao Kaka from Blazefield, the dashing claw and dash up in the air, do the combo and double jump the combo, and then goes down with the slashing with her feet, the claws. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, I like doing that because it's... After that, then I started going pressure with the choppy claws to pressure my character to break the shield. Yeah, I always do that after that.
Choppy. That's everyone's favorite move.
Yeah, people hate that because it will break your guard.
Yeah. The good answers there. Which then leads to the second part of the question is, of any combo in any fighting game, what is your favorite combo?
Oh my god, I'm sorry for being biased. I love watching... I don't have Marvel vs. Capcom because I'm trying to wait for their edition. When I see pro players do the Strider Hero, they do the combo and do the charge play. I love that combo.
Oh, yeah, the one that bounces off the wall. Yeah, that one looks real. I agree with that. That's a fun ass combo.
And there's another game. There's another combo. I like how during the season 3.5, I love the Zeku switch combos stuff. Yeah. That's like, I feel like someone in the office in Capcom thinking, oh, why don't you work on the switch thing? It might be cool. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like if I was in the office and they say that, I was like, do that. Let's do that. That's cool.
Yeah, let them change stances or let them change forms, like whenever.
That's what combo I like because it's like fun. You have the option to switch back and forth to take advantage of the character matchup. Because I see pro players do that.
Right.
I'm trying to observe. I have a friend. She's a good player. She's my coach. Because I'm not very good with Street Fighter 5 yet because I'm used to playing sports game. The difference is because Street Fighter 5 is kind of weird to me. Street Fighter 4 is like an old Street Fighter games I played, but 5 is so different. It feels like I'm alienated. It feels alienated to me because I'm not used to it yet. It's just so weird. Like the mechanic is kind of weird. It's like I need to get used to it. I have to practice like years because I'm doing something else. I have drawings to do. I have life. I have to do with college, and then there's other fighting games coming out like Soul Calibur 6. Holy shit, there's a lot of fighting games coming out. I don't have time.
Yeah, dude, tell me about it. There is way too many good fighting games out right now, and there's only going to be more fighting games.
Yeah, they
got the Samurai Showdown coming out. Like, man, there's so many good fighting games, and they're all good. That's a huge problem. Is that these new fighting games that are coming out are all super good.
Not only that, there's like other good games coming out next year too.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure you're looking forward to Sekiro.
Which one?
The new.
From Software.
Yeah. I have that right. Sekiro. What is the Shadows Die Twice? Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, but my biggest looking for is Devil May Cry 5. I'm a huge Devil May Cry fan since the early 2000s. I love Devil May Cry. You have no idea. I'm waiting for that.
All right. Well, that's all very well and good, and I think that will do it for this segment. Thank you for taking the time, ZombieRaptor, and being on the show.
No problem.
Where can people find you on the internet?
Don't find me on PSN because I I don't want to play
find.
with you guys.
No. If people want to find your artwork, where can they find you?
I'm just playing around.
That's a good joke.
Twitter and Instagram. Instagram is like same thing, like ZombieRaptor. I forgot. I'm kind of clueless. Some stuff.
And the O in ZombieRaptor is a 0.
Yeah. No. The Instagram has the regular O, I think.
Ah, no brand solidarity. So on Insta, you're just ZombieRaptor, no 0. On Twitter, there's the 0. Very important distinction there for anyone looking for your art.
It's because people steal a name. You know how you're trying to create your account, somebody has it, and they don't use it ever at all? Yeah.
I've seen a couple people have that problem. Well, again, I just want to thank you again for being on the show, and that concludes this portion. We'll have another artist here pretty soon, but thank you very much.
No problem. You have a good night.
Oh, thank you.
Aw. Bye-bye.
Okay.